Hello everyone. If you are wondering if the Star Wars dioramas are worth it, or which one of them is the best, this video is for you. For your context, with the exception of brick sketches, these are the first Star Wars set that I bought. It's not that I don't like Star Wars, I actually love the movies, but all the spaceships never appealed to me and are really expensive. So I decided a long time ago that I wouldn't buy Star Wars Lego sets. I'm now opening an exception for these diorama sets, because these are builds that appeal a lot to me. But let's jump to the review. Starting with the Dagobah Jedi training diorama set, it's number 75330 with 1000 pieces. I really like the swamp with the transparent green pieces covering the several earth tones underneath, and just the tip of the X-wing coming out. Also the format of the trees, with the high roots, built using curved bricks. What I don't like in this diorama is Yoda's hut. The build feels a little too complex, but worst is that the complexity was not used well, as it left a noticeable gap below the hut entrance. In a 18+ set, a half plate of height gap is not acceptable. The Death Star Trash Compactor diorama is number 75339 with 802 pieces. I love that we get 6 minifigures with this set. For me that had none was a great way to get a lot of important characters. But the best thing here is the mechanics of the Trash Compactor. Simple, yet super satisfying. Although I would like to have more moving parts when compacting, decompacting, to increase the feeling of movement and things deforming. Lastly, the Death Star Trench Run diorama is set number 75329 with 665 pieces. For me, a rookie in the Star Wars builds, I like the building techniques to build the piping and artifacts in the trench. And the highlight is definitely the micro-scale build of the X-Wing. The problem is that you only build it in the end, and you spend more than 3/4 of the build setting a scenery that is interesting but with very little meaning. In terms of building experience, the Dagobah diorama had all the swamp tiling with 1x1 plates and tiles that was boring, and I didn't like the feel when building the hut. The rest was fine but not overly exciting, so it's a 2 out of 5 for me. The Compactor diorama had a bit of unnecessary repetition in the walls, but not overly boring. A very interesting build, mostly due to the mechanics. 3.5 out of 5 for me. The Trench Run diorama had some interesting techniques for a LEGO Star Wars rookie like me, but they were all generic builds until the very end, so 3 out of 5. These sets are dioramas, so they are not designed for playability, but nevertheless they can be played with, or not. The Dagobah diorama actually has some playability, with the minifigures of Yoda, Luke and R2-D2, and an open scenario. A more spacious hut would even make it better, but still a 3 out of 5. The Trash Compactor diorama has a great selection of minifigures, and the mechanics are very fun, but how many scenes can one make in a trash compactor? A 2.5 out of 5. The Trench Run diorama is a micro-scale scene with no minifigures, and even the spaceships are kind of frail. They started falling as soon as people here at home starting to check it out, so this one is really a 0 on playability. On the other hand, the value for display is high. The Dagobah Jedi training diorama looks very good on display, though it loses a bit due to that gap that is clearly visible. Still a 4 out of 5. The Death Star Trash Compactor diorama looks amazing, but to fully appreciate it, the movement is king. In a static position, it loses a bit, so 4 out of 5. The Death Star Trench Run diorama looks amazing and is really perfect for display, so 5 out of 5 for it. In conclusion, having built the 3 Star Wars dioramas, my favorite one is the Trash Compactor. It's the most balanced one in all the factors, followed by the Trench Run, a pure display piece in microscale. The Dagobah one was really the one that I felt a bit lacking, although it has a great swamp and trees. So this is my review of the Star Wars Diorama. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you soon.